Hey everyone, so today I want to talk about the BBC4 film Burton and Taylor, and I have also written and reviewed this on my new review blog, so please do feel free to check that out, it will be linked below. Now, given the fact that I am an absolutely massive fan of Helena Bonham Carter, I was really looking forward to this, but at the same time I wasn't really sure how much I'd enjoy it because I didn't really know much about Burton and Taylor beforehand. I had considered going and researching before, but what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd watch this with very little knowledge about them to see what I could get from it. And having now watched it, it's an hour and a half in length, I really feel like I know them a little bit better. What this does is it does not take us chronologically from the start of their relationship until the end. It does not do that. It focuses around the early 80s, about 1983, when they're starting to rehearse and then perform Noel Coward's Private Lives, which is, I guess, quite an ironic title for the play, and it works very well. And it does play on the whole sense of how the play is or is not a mirror image of their own relationship. We get a couple of little flashbacks, but it's mainly through their conversations that we learn what their past was like and how they've got to the situation that they are in the present day of this film. So what is absolutely crucial when it comes to telling the story of a relationship between two people is chemistry. And the chemistry between Dominic West and Helena Bonham Carter is absolutely phenomenal. There wasn't one moment where I thought they do not work together on screen. You can tell they've put a lot of effort into this. I read in an interview somewhere that they actually spent an entire day together in one of their houses, just kind of getting used to being in character, but also in character around the other person. Physically, they look fantastic as well. They work together that way. So I have to say, it is completely fantastic the way they work together, and I have no complaints. You do get a real sense of what their relationship was like, and the emotion. There are a couple of moments where you will laugh. There's a bit of comic relief in there just to kind of pick you up out of the darkness every now and then. But your emotions are going to be heightened, they're going to be all over the place when you watch this, and you kind of connect with both characters. And for me personally, and I believe this is going to be the case for many people, a lot of the time you're not sure who you're supposed to be siding with when they're kind of at each other. You're not sure who the bad guy is and who's in the wrong. And of course, at the end of the day, with the relationship, there's always going to be two sides, and there's always not just going to be one person to blame for everything. But at different times in the film, you're siding with one character and not the other. And it affects you quite a lot. It does get to you quite personally, I think. The script is written by William Ivory and is directed by Richard Laxton, and it leaves nothing untouched. The balance of theatre on film works so well. I have seen programmes and things, even documentaries, where they try to capture the essence of theatre on screen and it just doesn't work, but with Burton and Taylor it really does. The main thing with this is that I think it completely overrides glamour as a driving force for life. It highlights the fact that it doesn't matter how much money you have, how famous you are, your love life isn't going to be easy and there are always going to be issues with it. It doesn't matter who you are or who you're in love with, it's not going to be an easy ride. That is rarely going to be the case. And I think the main thing with this is it's saying, look, Richard Burton, Elizabeth Taylor, worldwide famous, mega rich, but they still had issues, they still had problems, they still had turmoils, there were still things pulling them in all emotional directions, and it captures the essence of that absolutely perfectly. I didn't think Burton and Taylor was going to become one of my favourite of Helena's films. I thought I'd enjoy it, but I didn't think I'd love it as much as I did. I cried at the end. I actually was weeping by the time it was finished. It is that emotional, it is that touching, and it affects you on a personal level that much. And I think, as a Helenist who loves Helena, she did Elizabeth Taylor absolutely fantastically. Yes, I don't know that much about her, but I think that gives me an opinion slightly different to those who had preconceptions and things. Watching it as a fresh interpretation, I am satisfied, more than satisfied. The entire thing from start to finish was perfect. Please do go and check it out. It is currently, of course, on BBC iPlayer, and I imagine the DVD will be released soon, and hopefully a soundtrack as well. It's phenomenal. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!